We've already warmed 1 degree Celsius, and do you know what's happened since then? Here, let me tell you. We have had more food grown since then, which feeds people. We are able to, producing fossil fuels keeps people's houses warm in the winter. That saves people's lives. People die in the cold.
Right.
This earth warming and carbon is actually healthy for us.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, John, we've seen this video before. Yes, it's nonsense. We know. We've already discussed the ways that it's nonsense. And you're right, it is nonsense. But virtually every day in America, which exists on Earth, which is rapidly heating because we refuse to do anything about climate change, there is yet more evidence that having someone in a position of power who believes that a heating world is a good thing is really bad for us. And I want to focus on the effect that this supposedly good heating has on one particular community. I want to focus on that today. And that is the unhoused. Because while we know that people die from exposure to the weather, it shouldn't come as a surprise that people who are exposed to more of the weather suffer more of the pain, suffering, and death. And so while generally excessive heat causes more weather-related deaths in the US than hurricanes, flooding, and tornadoes combined, that results in some 1,500 deaths annually. Half of those are estimated to be unhoused. And of course, we can't know because our nation at large doesn't care much about this community. And so scientific research doesn't generally track them nearly as well. To put it in perspective, just in the county that includes Phoenix, at least 130 homeless people were among the 339 individuals who died from heat-associated causes just last year alone, 130 people in that one county. Last summer, a heat wave blasted the normally temperate US Northwest and had Seattle residents sleeping in their yards and on roofs or fleeing to hotels with air conditioning. Across the state, several people presumed to be homeless died outdoors, including a man slumped behind a gas station. This is, by the way, maybe some people are not surprised that this happens in Phoenix, but in the Pacific Northwest, that people are literally just dying where they sit outside because of the heat. It doesn't need to be put in perspective how stupid what Marjorie Greene said is, but people are dying virtually every day. And we need to take it seriously.
And it's our job to defend the Second Amendment.
Yeah, I understand that we don't have guns in the UK, that is true, but we don't have mass shootings either. Children aren't scared to go to school.
You have mass stabbings, lady. You have all kinds of murder, and you've got laws against
nothing
that.
Like the same rates.
Well,
here.
you can go back to your country and worry about your no guns.
That's very kind.
We like ours here.
Americans love to say that they want representatives like them, and I think they got it there with Marjorie Greene. She made a claim that the UK, sure, they don't have mass shootings, but they have just as much murder, and the reporter immediately replied, that's not true, and we're gonna give you the facts. And when it was demonstrated to her that the point she'd made wasn't true, her immediate fallback was, go back to your country. Marjorie Greene might be standing next to a podium. She might technically be a representative, but she is no different from every Karen that we call out week after week on the show. She's the same person. But here are the actual figures. The US homicide rate is 4 times higher than the UK. According to Pew Research, nearly 80% of US murders in 2020 involved a firearm. Now, what are the stakes of that difference? Well, in the past few years, England, Scotland, and Wales combined have seen around 30 gun deaths a year. In the US, in 2020 alone, it was 19,384. Now, we don't have time to go through all the math. I will acknowledge we have a larger population. That does not account for it, not at all. And do mass stabbings happen? Yes, sometimes they do. If you had to face a mass shooting or a mass stabbing, which would you prefer? No reasonable person does. If mass stabbings were as good as mass shootings from the point of view of the killer, why go to all the trouble and expense of buying AR-15s? There's knives everywhere, just pick one up. It's as deadly as any tactical nuke, just use that. These points make no sense, which is why we can't be surprised that they're coming from Marjorie Greene.